see, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside the ring.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Get out your 209 tattoos, folks. Here he is, the one, the only Nate Diaz, making the walk yet again. It's been a long time, but Nate Diaz is back tonight. He has put in all the right work. You know, few guys in this division work harder than Nate Diaz. It's good to see him back.
And you notice it, John, like the cardio. The cardio is one thing that stands out about Nate Diaz. He looks like he's just touching guys with all of the strikes, but the build-up from all the activity that he puts out usually will make his opponents willful. And once he gets him to the ground, he's a jiu-jitsu black belt that can finish the fight with a number of submissions.
Yeah, he'll hit you with the open hand, too. He'll invoke that Stockton slap. You think we see that tonight?
Stockton slap, but it's just so disrespectful. But I love watching. It's so Nate Diaz.
Gotta get you a Lafayette slap. Good to see Nate Diaz back here tonight, one of the biggest fan bases in the world, and they are all watching right of Stockton, California here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. All right, now for the particulars, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jack Della, Maddalena. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting an Ultimate Fighter season winner, Nate Diaz.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, ready to go with round one. As usual, a lot of travel involved from both Western Australia's Jack Della Maddalena, one of the best boxers in this division. But he doesn't discriminate, right? He has heard some people suggest that he can be taken down with relative ease. Della Maddalena is a worker. He has spent a lot of time working on his wrestling and his grappling because in this loaded welterweight division, there are a lot of good wrestlers and a lot of guys, because of JDM's boxing prowess, are going to be looking to take this man to the floor. Well, now if you're the opponent, you really got to be careful as Diaz is able to find a home for that right hand yet again.
When Diaz starts landing the right hand, you have got to stay firm. You have got to dig your heels in the ground and say, no way you're going to just run me over. Easier said than done when you're facing Nathan Diaz.
So more output, at least in the early going. He missed with that jab attempt there. Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range though with it. 2 minutes have expired in our opening round. Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
Oh, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep feint, not little punches, with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. There's that hook again. This time it's blocked. Nice. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in
So 31 total.
Body shot.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing. Nasty cut there, right on the bridge of the nose. Seconds winding down in the opening round. All right, so there's the end of the round. You see the blood trickling down as he makes his way back to the stool. Cut on the bridge of the nose, or so it appears from the strike in that round. Cut man getting right to work. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, let's get to round two. Oh, another huge power strike landed by him there. How much more can one man take? Gets the inside leg kick to land there. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands.
Just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him, but for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. The official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 14 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout, Nate Diaz!
All right, so Nate Diaz added to his legend in a big way here tonight and really showing you, DC, that he can still compete and beat the very best fighters in this division.
Every time he steps into the octagon, he's very prepared to get the job done tonight. He did exactly that. Phenomenal boxing, high pace and pressure. Great win for Nate.